Similar to what we had said earlier regarding the difference between being assertive and being aggressive in our communication, as we continue to navigate, walking on eggshells or not, as we try to be more assertive in our communication, I think it would help us to not walk on eggshells. Because to walk on eggshells in a lot of ways is to avoid. And when we avoid, usually we make things worse and not better. So be willing to confront. The opposite of walking on eggshells is to confront, but you do it in a loving, caring way. And that's where being assertive in our communication comes from. I want to shout out my boy Michael Johnson. He just opened his therapy practice called Upgrade Counseling. You can black male therapists here in Cincinnati, upgradecounseling.com. He's an excellent therapist. He's relevant. He uses hip hop. I mean, he's a dope therapist. So when you all get a chance, look up upgradecounseling.com. Michael Johnson. Check him out. He will be an excellent therapist for people that need a therapist.
All right, my gem is what I dropped earlier today on my live, and that is do not let your disappointments and your distractions stop you from your blessings, because when that happens, you cannot get the blessings. So even when you have distractions, even when you have disappointments, and even when you have troubles, in that moment when you keep pressing and persevere, and the blessings is gonna come, and the black-owned business that I'm gonna shout out is no other, because I'm already wearing it, Miss Ebony J, because she got the I am queen and I am king apparel. So we gonna shout her out today. Even though so many of us love the businesses, she gonna be the one I'm shouting out today. So y'all remember that gem from the one and only Jim Topaz.
So mine is two parts. The first thing that I want to say is never be afraid to reevaluate yourself.
Oh, that's good.
And never be afraid to move progressively towards healing and moving forward once you see what you see. The second thing that I want to say is we need to try to figure out how to have more empathy for ourselves and for each other. And I feel like when we do that, it's easier not to take everything so personal. It's easier to be able to do that active listening when we're having conversations. It's easier to not match each other's energy and just bring it down. It's easier to just be more compassionate. We need to find that in our communities. The Black-owned business that I would like to shout out is, I just had it, the Mothership.
Yes, I would say we better do better.
The Mothership is about holistic health.
Yes.
It is about birthing our babies specifically in a healthy and holistic manner. It's about making sure that the mind, the body, the soul, the spirit is whole, and getting us back to our African roots and our African spirituality, making sure that we are in tune with our natural original selves. Shout out, Mama.
Mama Mawusi, okay? And we love her.
So there's been a lot of gems. I won't drop one, but I will promote my sister's camp, Raising the Black Voice. Look it up on social media, Raising the Black Voice. They have a camp coming up from August 12th through the 14th for our youth, ages 7 to 17. So please look that up. But I want you all to give us a quick tidbit before we end here on how to get in contact with Black therapists. I know you shouted one out earlier. You can go ahead, Lauren.
So I currently work for Modern Psychiatry and Wellness, and we are taking clients on a telehealth basis. Hopefully, we're going to start a practice down in Cincinnati, but you can reach out to us at mpwhealth.com, mpwhealth.com. And if you want me, and I don't know you, right, but I can't see if I know you, then you can request me, Lauren White. So I will happily accept you if I got space.
So my practice again is called Speak Life Counseling Services. You can my website is speaklifecounseling.net, so you can look me up there. A lot of us therapists have a profile on Psychology Today. So if you just kind of type in psychologytoday.com, it's kind of a national database where you can find a therapist. If people have insurance, you can look through your insurance, or like an employee assistance program. There's also an organization in Cincinnati called Minority Therapists of Cincinnati, and it's a list of black therapists, Minority Therapists of Cincinnati. And so you can find black therapists there too. I think it's the Voice of Cincinnati. Yeah, the Voice of Black Cincinnati. Yeah, they also have a list of African American therapists too. So those are just a couple of places where you can find black therapists. So give us a call, and then certainly somebody will be able to help.
All right. With that being said, we're going to end here. Thanks everybody for an amazing another podcast. Thank you, Brother Eric and Lauren, for giving us a great inspiration on walking on eggshells. Thanks for having the ladies here in the Black Man Cave. Topaz and your energy.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
And
Y'all trying to say I don't have good energy?
No, you got the peaceful vibe. We love it.
the wine.
I did.